Hello YouTube and welcome back to Fire Gaming Project. In this short video, I'm going to talk about why I think Thoma is going to appear on the 2.2 Hu Tao banner, like why it was decided that he would appear on her banner versus appearing on Childe's banner in 2.2. So if you guys like my content, please feel free to like, subscribe, and leave me some comments and ask me some questions in the comments below. Okay, so here we go. So originally, actually, and this is a very good question because a lot of my viewers actually asked me this question, and they actually posed this as a question as well, where they said, oh, they thought, or people on Reddit as well, and on social media, on Twitter, they all thought that before yesterday, before the 2.2 banners were official, now they are, of course, that Thoma was going to appear likely on Childe's banner because it would entice people to roll on Childe's banner because it's his second time around on a rerun banner, right? And also his banners didn't really ever sell well to begin with, right? They were only like okay average, right? So then like people are wondering why, now obviously why, and I also asked that question too, like because I thought that made sense too, right? How I addressed it a few weeks ago or last week was really, I thought like, well, Thoma has equal opportunity to be on Childe's banner for that reason alone, to entice people to roll on Childe's banner, and also equal opportunity to be appearing on Hu Tao's banner because they're both Pyro and they're both polearm users, right? And of course now we know he is going to appear on on Hu Tao's banner, right? So that's likely the reason. Double Pyro, double polearm, right? But then why not on Childe? So that's the extra question here. Why not on Childe, right? Wouldn't it make sense, right? Because Childe, again, had average sales for his 2, and this is his 3rd time around now on a banner. So now I just thought about it, like basically today, and I thought, I'll do a video on this. So I think it's because if people got Thoma, a 4-star Pyro polearm user, on Childe's banner, they may end up skipping Hu Tao's banner just because, like, some players, especially free to play and low spending or budget players, they might feel like, well, I already got a new or potentially got a 4-star polearm pyro user aside from Shangling, right? So then they may therefore skip Hu Tao, if that makes sense, right? Which is fine. Obviously, we're not saying that Thoma can compete with Hu Tao because they do completely different things. As we saw in the preview live stream, Thoma is more of a support character, a defense character, a shield character, and some AoE and pyro infusion, basically, okay? Long story short, right? So then, like, I just feel like that's probably, but then I feel like that's still a valid reason for them to, they probably obviously looked at their statistics and their analytics, and they probably realized that, no, we don't want people to feel like, oh, well, I got a 4-star pyro polearm person, a character, and then I'm going to have to feel like I have to level them up, and then maybe, spend resources on their talents and their weapons, etc., 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 and then I don't want to get another polearm user, like, right after, therefore going to Hu Tao. Not saying that they're competing competing as directly equivalent characters, but competing because they are in the same space, that they are pyro and polearm, that's all, right, So that's my analysis of why it's Thoma and Hu Tao and not Thoma and Childe, right? And they're probably thinking like also that they've already got enough analytics and statistics based on the 2 runs of Childe to already expect that probably his banner is going to do average as well, right? Now, keeping in mind, there are still lots of new players to the game. I personally know like a couple, right, who just started the game like last patch 2.0, right, So like they definitely don't have even Childe even, right, or Hu Tao, right? So then like they are definitely going to roll for both or one or both of them, right? So then I'm just saying like there are definitely new players coming to the game all the time. So they're probably capitalizing on the fact that they know that probably Childe will pull in average numbers again. However, given the fact that he is going to get essentially like an event kind of / story quest related to him, his appearance, then that makes sense, right? And we all know that, I again feel that it has something to do with the last Senora situation at the with 2.1's Archon quest, right? So then I'm excited, obviously, because I know that from the previous rerun for Childe the first time he came back, there was no story progression for him, right? So anyway, that's a side story. But then, yeah, so then this goes back to, I just did a video right before this one where I compared Childe and Hu Tao, and I also independently did reviews of Childe and with Hu Tao, where I used them to fight some of the bosses as well, so do check those out, okay? And feel free to like, subscribe, and comment as well, and ask me questions. So yeah, this is just a quick video just to explain why I think Thoma is on Hu Tao's banner and not on Childe's banner. What do you guys think? I think that's a valid reason, and that makes sense, right? So anyway, in the next video, since we're on these topics, I will be talking about Thoma's updated pre-release analysis. I previously did one already, so you check that out too, but I'm going to update it now, and we'll go from there. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks.